100 years from now, your company is thriving. What is the legacy you will have created? And what if you could, through the good work of your company, shape the future of your industry? Do you believe your current vision is big enough to outlast not just you, but your successor and the one after that? And how can your company's long-term vision inspire daily action? Today, we are entering into the idea of implementing and installing a 100-year vision into your company. Today's topic is part of the Force for Good Toolkit series. We get together once a week and roll out new tools and a mini workshop to help you create more prosperity and freedom and success in your business. This series empowers founders to elevate how their company operates by using the Force for Good Toolkit. In each mini workshop, we introduce tools and mindsets that help you and your team and your grow. By implementing this system, you'll be developing a system for perpetual growth, impact, scale, and profit. You'll empower your team, especially if you use these tools together, to maximize their daily impact. You'll become a high-performance CEO. You'll help every member of your team grow as a leader. And each week, with each tool, you'll be installing a self-managing system into your company so it can thrive with or without you while fostering personal freedom and prosperity. Today's topic of the company vision is essential to your success. So what is this? It's a vision, a vivid picture of the impact and goodness you intend to create for customers, employees, and the larger community you serve through living a 100-year company vision. Today's tool is the Company Vision Expander. Okay, we're going to use this tool, define your company vision, and then take action to implement this new vision into your business so that it becomes part of your transformational flywheel that helps your company grow. Be sure to go to aforceforgood.biz/weekly-tool and download the Company Vision Expander. So before we get going, take a moment to drop into your heart, right? So ideas like vision and purpose and values come from within your whole body, your whole being. So you bring in your thinking self, your feeling self, and this part of you that's all knowing, this knowing self, the part of you that transcends your physical being and knows deeply all the answers that you could need. Invoke that part of you to come forward and really feel yourself breathing into your heart and breathing into your belly so that you can bring forth all that you have, all that you are into this conversation. And right now, just allow yourself to imagine the date 12 months from today and allow yourself to see what would progress look like. So just take a moment and write down, what would progress look like? What would feel like success, fulfillment, increased prosperity, and freedom for you? Write down what that is. And then start to home in and see there were just one thing, one beautiful outcome, the outcome of all outcomes that you could manifest in the next 12 months through your company. The one thing that would make all the difference, the one thing that would create the greatest overall impact in the success of your operations and your ability to serve your customers. What would that one thing be? Pick it. Doesn't have to be perfect. No right or wrong. Write down what comes. Allow yourself to home in on that one goal, that one 12-month goal, and write it down on the piece of paper. Make sure that it is specific, measurable, achievable with greatness, deeply resonant to you. In other words, it actually is a goal you want to manifest. It's not just one that you keep telling yourself you should. And it's time bound. As you write it down and get comfortable with it, take your pen and write circles around it. Circle it with the intention for ease, growth, transformation, and possibility. Just let yourself feel that you are supported to be able to achieve this goal along with your team. Now, let's talk about your 100-year company vision. We just took a moment to think about 12 months out. Now we're going to expand to think about 100 years out. The idea behind 100 years out is so that you can start to see beyond just yourself. You start to see your business as something that takes on a life and a sustainability beyond you. If your business were to be fully living in greatness between now and every day, 365 days a year for 100 years, it would land in a new world. It would create positive impact. It will have manifested significant scale in the world, reaching lots of constituents, and it will be incredibly prosperous to all its stakeholders. A 100-year company vision is a vision that paints the picture of a brighter, better world created through the intentional impact of the organization. It describes a different, better world through the work of your organization. A vision isn't about saying what isn't there, it's saying what is there. So today's world has struggle and strife and challenge, things we don't want. In the world 100 years from now, it's free of those challenges. It's a brighter, better, transformed world, as if you could take the magic wand of your core purpose and all of your team and the future brilliance of all the leaders that come into your company, and it creates a new world. That's what your 100-year vision is. And the idea is that it is a vision so big that your company may never actually achieve the full outcome. Within the Force for Good system, we have the company long vision, and then we have a 10-year impact goal, which we'll talk about next week. This week, we're talking about the 100-year vision, meant to inspire the business forever in perpetuity, and will always give us insights as to the direction of north. It's the North Star of your company. The vision is something you will work towards for as long as you and all of your successors live. It will be something that inspires you and is so necessary and so needed that you and others will commit your life, your resources, your talent, your connections, all your love to this possibility, to this hope. You will dedicate the full commitment of your company, of your organization, to moving this vision forward every day. So just take a moment and ask yourself, what is the positive transformation your company would like to contribute to the world? Just start to take some notes. What are you starting to reveal? And through this whole discussion today, I invite you to explore and deepen your connection to what that possible future state could be. Why do you want something like this? Why want something 100 years from now and beyond? This creates an epic journey for you and your company. When you have a clear long term 100-year vision, you can create long term strategic alignment. Ensures decision support and minimizing short term distractions and supporting sustained growth. The idea will inspire and unify your teams. In the last session, we talked about core purpose. And core purpose tells us the transformation we want to deliver every day to our constituents. This is what happens over 100 years when we commit to that core purpose and live it every day. What's the transformation we're fostering through our core purpose? And then we're inspiring our team with a future picture of what the brighter, better world will be. By aligning everyone, we know where we're all headed. Otherwise, we just get on a hamster wheel every day and do whatever's in front of us. That doesn't mean we're going to move anywhere. In order to not just be on a hamster wheel that goes nowhere, you need to have a direction that your entire team is pointing. The power of 100-year vision will also create inspiration that attracts high caliber talent. You'll be able to attract people to your company because they get what you're trying to do and they feel drawn in. You'll attract more customers because what you're doing connects to a part of them that's more than just their immediate term challenge. It inspires them towards a better future for themselves and others. It also is essential if you're looking for investors as you start to pick a true 100-year vision for your company and you start to articulate it over time and through the Force for Good system and the weekly tools, you'll start to create all the scaffolding around it so that your investors will see where you're going. The idea of having 100-year vision enhances your brand reputation and customer loyalty because it gives you a conversation about something bigger, broader, more inspirational. It drives innovation and adaptability, right? Because now we know where we're headed. In the 1960s, when John F. Kennedy, as president, said, "We go to the moon." Go to the moon, they didn't know how or what was going to carry them. It was an impossibility before then. So we go to the moon allows people to bring their innovation and adaptability till they make it there. It also reduces operational dependency on the founder. And this is really big because what happens is as you start to share with your team your vision, you start to have conversations with your team about the bigger reasons why you're coming to this. It starts to pull into them a deeper part of their intellect and their brilliance and allows them to now become creative and innovative, fostering better decision making and more innovative choices that are aligned with where you're going. Without setting this stage from the start and just telling people to do their job, they really can't support you in the bigger picture because you haven't given it to them. So by creating this really big picture, and then we'll start to do the next workshop will be on a 10-year goal, you'll start to give them more and more clarity a little bit at a time. It will also create true legacy because now you're creating something that's transcendent of you. It allows you to create something working towards and that matters when you're 100 years old and reviewing your life. This will be at the top of your list. It will also create deep personal satisfaction and fulfillment, not just in the moments in the future, but now. Because when you're doing something for a bigger reason, you're either a bricklayer just putting bricks, or you're building a wall, or maybe you're building a cathedral, right? So when you're building a cathedral versus laying bricks, you have a different mindset. You have a different feeling, both you and your team, as well as your customers and your larger community. So there's a lot of really deep and strategic and inspirational reasons why create a 100-year vision. So here are some examples just to get your appetite going. The company swells. Our vision is to rid the world of plastic bottles through beautiful, sustainable alternatives. 23andMe, our vision is to be the leading personal genetics company, enhancing the understanding and improvement of life through DNA-based insight. That's a very clear vision. Maven Clinic, the vision is to redefine family and reproductive health care, creating pathways to affordable, personalized care for women everywhere. The next one is Tala. The vision is to provide financial access, choice, and control to underserved people globally using data-driven technologies to radically change the financial landscape. Next is Blue Land. This one is to eliminate single-use plastic packaging, creating a cleaner world for future generations. And the last one here is Canva. The vision is to empower everyone in the world to design anything and publish anywhere. So these are some examples to get you thinking. So now we're going to go ahead and move into the tool of the week, the Company Vision Expander. If you haven't downloaded it yet, please go to A Force for Good BizWeekly tool and download it. We're going to walk through it. So the first page is a description. If you go to the second page, it's going to look like the screen that's up right now. This is where you start with writing your core purpose. If you have your core purpose from one of the last workshops, write it down. If not, write something that speaks to the reason why your company exists. Our core purpose is, and fill in the blank. And then you're going to ask yourself, what does the world look like 100 years from now? With your company doing what it does, what does the world look like? An example might be our solutions create a world where geography no longer dictates the quality of healthcare. Every community, regardless of its remoteness, has access to exceptional medical care, fundamentally erasing disparities in health outcomes. Maybe your vision is a world where sustainability is now second. Products pioneering a movement towards zero waste living. Maybe a world where business operates at the pinnacle of efficiency and innovation. Where software transforms the way industries work, enabling a new era of productivity, fuels growth, and fosters a culture of continuous improvement. Or our vision is a society where conflicts are resolved through understanding and collaboration, not litigation. We empower organizations and individuals to achieve justice and resolve through dialogue, fundamentally changing how disputes affect lives and communities. So write down, what does it look like for you, your company, to evolve and grow, serve? What does it look like 100 years from now? Then going to the next page, page 3, you're going to ask yourself, what changes do you envision? What's going to change? Name the changes over the next 100 years. Aim for all the specific changes. What are those changes? Our solutions have decreased the average hospital readmission rates by 30%. For a health tech company. CPG company might say our product has replaced over 1 million plastic containers with biodegradable alternatives. SaaS company might say we have helped over 500 companies reduce project completion times 40%. Professional services company, our mediation services, have increased client dispute resolution by 50%. Start to write down what the changes are. Next, think about where have customers and community found relief or hope or excitement due to your efforts. So, where do they find relief through your company? So a health tech company might see that patients express relief and gratitude for our user friendly platforms that reduce stress of managing chronic condition. For a CPG company, our community workshops on sustainable living have inspired families to adopt more eco friendly practices. For a SaaS company, our clients are excited about the integration capabilities of our software with other tools, which boost their operational efficiency. And a professional services company might say that our clients have found peace of mind knowing that they are compliant with the latest regulation. Great. So, how are you creating relief, hope, excitement? And then who has been inspired, uplifted, elevated, and transformed through the beautiful work of your company? Patients' lives have transformed by this health tech company. They now have regular access to specialist consult, proving their health outcome. Fewer heart attacks, fewer strokes, managed diabetes. For a CPG company, families are able to maintain healthier lifestyles with chemical-free products. For SaaS businesses, our software streamlines operations, allowing owners more time to focus on growth rather than administrative tasks. For the professional services company says that nonprofits we partner with have doubled their outreach potential for improved legal frameworks. Wow. So think of all the outcomes for the people that you serve, whether it's your customers, your employees, your community, your industry. Now outline all the ways your company is a force for good. How is your company seen as a force for good? 100 years from now, what is the good that it is bringing? What is the good your company is bringing? A health tech company says we are paving the way for a future where healthcare disparities are reduced. CPG company says our commitment to zero waste products is helping reduce landfill, encouraging other companies to rethink packaging. SaaS company says by automating mundane tasks, we free up creative potential, allowing individuals and companies to focus on innovation, making the world better. How are you, your company, aligned to be a force for good over 100 years? Right. Now we go to the next page. And on this page, you're going to list your vision. Go ahead and draft it. And this is where you just go for it. You just write it down. So now you're thinking about all this stuff, big picture. And now you're going to state the world you want to build over the next 100 years. The vision of your company is a world where every individual, regardless of geographic location or economic status, access to personalized, efficient, passionate care solution. Our vision is a world where consumers universally embrace sustainable living using products that support a healthy planet. And our vision is a world where businesses of all sizes harness the power of technology to streamline operations and productivity and foster a culture of innovation. Our professional services company's vision is a world where every small business and nonprofit has the support to thrive legally and ethically, contributing to a fair and just society. Write down your vision, your gorgeous, glorious vision. Okay, now stop. Put your pen down and just take a moment, shake everything out. Take a few deep breaths, go back to your vision and pick the one that most resonates for you, whatever you wrote down. Make sure it is as specific as you can make it. Choose your words deliberately. The specific outcomes that will now be in place. The specific feelings that your constituents and community will emote. The specific outcomes that your company, your community, and your customers can generate. Take a moment, breathe in, say thank you very much to yourself. This is deep work, very deep work. Now, just take a moment and have in front of you your drafted ideas. Now it's time to take the draft you feel most resonance with, and you're going to test it and edit it. Refine the words. Ask yourself, is it inspiring? Does it evoke emotion and create momentum? If there's a word you can add or take away, did it evoke that inspiration? And then, is it specific? Does it outline clear outcomes? Your specific outcomes. Is it future oriented? Provide a clear, almost utopian picture of what doesn't exist today. Does it speak to a brighter, better world? Is it transformative? An elevated world? Is it grounded in your core purpose? Is it a reflection of your core purpose, deliberately fulfilled each and every day, your company fulfilling that purpose over a period? So go ahead and edit, test and edit using that framework. Right. Now it's time. It's time to write down your final 100-year company vision statement. Write it down. Write it down. Health tech company says our vision is a world where health disparities are eliminated through accessible, innovative medical technologies, passionate care. CPG company says our vision is a world where every product consumed enhances the health of our bodies and our planet, creating a sustainable future for all generations. The SaaS company says our vision is a world where every organization operates at peak efficiency and creativity, powered by our adaptive and integrated software solution. Professional services company says our vision is a world where every small business and nonprofit is empowered knowledge, tools to operate sustainably and contributing to global economic social justice. So you can see how all of these provide a wide net for where they're going to go over 100 years. There's also specificity about where to focus. And sort of see the places that these companies are going to focus their creative pursuit. Good job. So the next thing you want to make sure you do is you take this core purpose and then to your 4-page growth plans. When you sign up for the weekly Force for Good tool, you'll get this week's tool, the company vision expander. And you'll also receive the 3 essential tools. Download it and put it right into page one. There's a little square that says 100-year vision and drop it in there. And now you have filled in one of the blanks in the 4-page growth plan. And right now, just take a moment to acknowledge yourself, acknowledge the wisdom and insights from going this journey. So take a moment and reflect. What are the insights you received? Write them down. Something. This is the whole point of these wisdom tools, right? Think about where you were before you came into this session, before you picked up this tool or this workshop and started to think about it. Before then, you weren't thinking about your. Now you've created insight. Point of the tool is to invoke your wisdom so that you can increase impact scale. Point of every single tool so that it's a vessel for your wisdom. So now we want to make it even more tangible. Now we want to identify ways to really make your vision part of your company. One way is to establish a high leverage habit. A high leverage habit is an intentional habit that guarantees breakthrough results. It's a habit you could implement this week and every week going forward that would help your company, your team, yourself keep moving forward on the vision. Write down any ideas. What's one new weekly repeatable habit you can commit to implementing this week to advance your vision? Maybe you want to invite someone to read your vision at the beginning of every meeting you have. Maybe you want to launch a 60-second video showing ways the team is moving the vision forward every week and share it on your website and team. Maybe every week you want to honor a member of your team for an action they took that embodied the team vision. Maybe you'd like to create a newsletter you send to your customers and prospects that shares case studies of customer success that's aligned with the vision of your company. Maybe you want to send out a daily text with an image and a simple tip that aligns with your company vision. These are just ideas, but notice how when you establish one habit that you do over and over again, it only took the thinking of one innovation cycle. If you do it every day, or every week, or every month, it becomes part of your virtuous cycle of growth. That's how we create growth. Not by doing 1,000 things, but by doing 7 things 1,000 times. Now you've got one habit that you're going to install, and then there's high potency action. This is different than a habit. It's a one-time action. It's an action that produces significant, measurable impact. One action you could take this week to advance your vision. Maybe it's to bring together your team and have a roundtable. Maybe it's to create a training for your new vision and deliver it to your team. And then you could make it a leveraged habit by taking that training and installing it in part of your employee orientation. So every person who ever joins your company can receive that training. Perhaps you map out a 12-month social media campaign around it. Gather your marketing team and say, this is it. This is our vision. Let's create a 12-month social media campaign around it. Maybe you host a community forum with some of your customers or your community to gather insight, foster engagement. Maybe it's just as simple as you have a meeting and you announce this with your team and talk about with them. Maybe you continue to use the tool and draft it. Maybe you hand out this tool to everyone on your leadership team and invite them to do the exercise and watch this video. For all examples of high potency action that will help you move your wisdom into action. So when we start to see ideas coming from within us, these moments of wisdom, this insight. It's only potential success, it's potential manifestation and actualization when we think it and write it down and know it. But it's not actualized, it's not made real until we act on it. This wisdom is supposed to help us take the action, the high potency action, high leverage habit. You've done it. You did it. You did it. You now have words to describe the brighter, better world that your company is building. Notice the excitement of where you're headed. Be sure to download the Company Vision Expander if you haven't already from a forceforgood.biz/weekly-tool. When you sign up for the tool of the week, you'll get tool of the week and the Force for Good essential tools, 4-page growth plan, the transformational map, and the 7 rituals of innovation. Install the new high leverage habit, take the high potency action, and just revel in this beautiful new vision. Next steps for you. When you purchase the book, it gives you access to the full Force for Good toolkit, and you'll get instructions for each tool. So the book goes along with all of these tools. And so we actually talk about the Vision Expander in chapter 3. And so you get that by going to a forceforgood.biz/book. If you'd like to go even further, I invite you to sign up for the Growth Accelerator. It's an online on-demand program. Do it whenever you feel like it. I encourage you to do it along with your team. You can get that at forceforgood.biz/accelerator. And if you haven't already, be sure to get the tool of the week at forceforgood.biz/weekly-tool. Thank you for being here, for being a part of this journey and installing the Force for Good systems. Feel free to email me your ideas and insights. Send me your drafts of your vision or put it in the comments below. Thank you for being a part of my life. Remember, the world is made better by all go big.